As the regular season came to a close, the Herd, as the 4 seed, knew they would be getting a second chance at the East Carolina Pirates in the first round, and they wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
Ultimately, if you're not going to win, the regular season is number one. After that, you really just want to be at the best place possible to help you win, which 4 seed was the best place possible at that time for us to win.
Well, we were fired up. We're like, there was no doubt. There was no, I think everyone was excited. It was just, we're going to give them back what they deserve. I mean, we're not going to let them run over us.
However, they would quickly find that blowing the Pirates out of Tulsa was going to take fight.
First pitch from Herd at Jelnick is going to get ripped right up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way past Gu, all the way back to the fence. Jelnick rounding second. She's headed for third. Gu throws it in to Escareno at short, and Jelnick is going to lead off with a runner at third base for the East Carolina Pirates.
I wanted to beat myself because that was my first error of the season. I'm like, come on, couldn't you have made this when it didn't matter? Can we start over? I mean, first pitch of the game, I was just in shock. I think everybody was in shock. Like, even Gu was in shock. I mean, we were all just like, oh my God, like, okay, we're here now, it's time to wake up.
And the Herd would get a restart as a senior came through.
Smith winds and delivers. That one comes across by, sends a ball deep to left field. Look up and say goodbye. It's over the fence. We are tied at 1. Jasmine Pye with the 6th home run of the season, 29th of her career.
I mean, if anybody can do it to get it started, again, that's Jasmine.
I was mad. I remember being up to bat being mad. I was really angry. I don't know. I don't remember why, but I don't remember why, but I was angry. I thought that was gonna spark us off. I thought that was like gonna get us going, but it didn't.
Marshall would continue to struggle to find that spark. All the while, East Carolina took advantage of 4 more Marshall errors, leading to 3 more runs and a 4-1 Pirate advantage after the top of the 4th.
I was like, we need to start hitting the ball. We need to start making errors, we need to start hitting the ball. You know what I mean? I think at that point, Jazz is like, guys, you know, come on, let's go. You know what I mean? Snap out of it. You know, yeah, we make errors, whatever, it's cool, but shake it off, move on to the next pitch. We can't go on this game. We can't go on with the errors.
I went in the dugout and Auntie grabbed my helmet and was like, KG, I do not want this to be my last game. And I was like, okay.
Finally, in the bottom of the 4th, that spark to ignite the fire inside would take light, start to burn, and turn into a whole new ball game.
Smith sends in another. Webster gets a piece of it. It's going to make its way into left center field. That's going to go all the way back to the gap. And Webster's going to come sliding in head first safely into second base. Their 4th double of the season, and she's laughing a little bit as it was somewhat of a face plant over there at second base as her helmet rolled away from her.
We're just coming back, chipping away, and that's all. Like, we're going to win the game. We knew we were going to win. Didn't know how we were going to do it, but we were going to get it done.
Then, on the 3rd pitch of her first at-bat of the night, the fire grew brighter as a freshman stepped up.
Bain gets a piece of it. It's going to roll past the 3-4 hole into right field. Jordan Lewis comes up throwing. Christina Braxton scores from third.
And it was good also just to help my team out. But the fact that I could come in and actually, whenever I was called on, contribute, felt great that I could really help my team out in my situation.
The Marshall defense tightened its grip on the Pirates in the top of the 5th as ECU went down 1, 2, 3 for the first time of the night.
We knew that momentum was coming back onto our side. And once it started, there was no stopping us. We were going to keep rolling until we came out with that win.
We were there to fight, that we weren't going to hand them the game over. Because, I mean, a lot of teams, if you get up on them like that and you see they're having errors and they're not playing well, I mean, they'll fold and they'll quit. I think that just scared them a little bit because they knew that they had a game on their hands.
In the bottom of the 5th, the fire that was growing became an inferno as now the mighty Herd loaded the bases. Emily Cooper stood at third, 60 feet away. Behind her at second, Shea Braxton, who had taken an extra base on an error.
And it's going to be dropped by Meredith Mitchell.
And at first, Savannah Webster, with 2 outs and a clutch senior stepping up to the plate.
I didn't put any pressure, but that's because Coach was like, breathe, slow down, you got it, slow down, you guys put their hand, like you've been doing. And I could just hear, like, thing is, I can only hear, like, usually I don't hear this when I go to bat, but I can only hear Taylor Wynn just saying, come on, Bree, let's go, come on, Bree, you got it. You know, I just hear her, and I was like, okay, I got this.
And Brianna Hope, with that confidence, delivered.
2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Bases loaded. Smith winds another one. It's going to be ripped to deep center field. Will it get over Mitchell's head? And it does! Cooper comes in to score. Braxton rounds around. She is scoring. Savannah Webster on her horse coming in, slides in safely. Brianna Hope with a base-clearing double gives the Thundering Herd the lead at 5-4.
I just trotted home and was just freaking out. I can't even, everybody knows how crazy I am when I start cheering and start freaking out. And so I don't even remember what happened. I couldn't tell you.
And then I see her drop it. Like, I could see the center fielder completely screw up for the second time. And I was like, yes!
Run, you better get going, you better get going. That's all I was like, just keep running. I've never seen that team, like besides the UAB game last year in conference, how excited they were after that hit that ball. I was on second base, everybody came out and dug out, like we got in trouble the whole tournament for coming out and dug out. So many times, like, I'm probably like, keep him inside, keep him inside.
I probably had a 4-foot vertical. I could have been at the combine, honestly, probably. I was so like going crazy in the dugout. People had to think I was a lunatic from the stands.
My floaty fell off. I was chucking things, like running out the dugout. It was so exciting.
I see my mom in the stand. I was kind of, you know, doing a little hand moves and stuff, but.
ECU gave it one last shot in the top of the 7th as Meredith Mitchell led off with a single and would eventually reach third base with 2 outs. But a weak grounder back to Andy would finally sink the Pirates.
If we can play the way we played tonight and come out with this win, then no one else here is going to beat us.
We're good enough to make 12 millionaires, but still win. That's how good we were.
Relentless. It works.
We let parts of that season and, you know, our highs and lows, I think we let that show in this game, but, you know, that was past us. We were on to the next one. We could start over, error-free.